Well, hello friends. Welcome back to the program. Today we are going to work on some file management stuff, and specifically I want to make a progress window for file copy operations in the FileManager. Currently, if you grab like a 50 megabyte file here and drop it on the desktop, you can't really tell that something's going on, except now the desktop is grayed out, FileManager is grayed out, mouse cursor stops working, and then eventually it snaps back to life and the file has been copied. So this is not super great, and my goal today is to show a progress window while copying the file, and then also be responsive while doing this. And I don't know if we'll actually be super responsive, since the kernel is not very smart when it comes to scheduling I/O, but we can certainly improve what we have right now. So my main idea here is to create a helper program that we can run, or we can have FileManager spawn it, and it will carry out the copy operation. And then while it's running, it will sort of feed information to FileManager, which can then use that to update a progress window. So let's just try it out, and we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to make a file operation helper service program here, I think, and then we'll just file operation. Also, the alphabet is difficult. I think we're also... Actually, let's just steal some existing CMake lists from taskbar, for example. And also we'll make a main CPP. All right. Okay, file op, CMake lists. I could probably have written this by hand. I always forget what goes in these. So, okay. So what is this file operation program going to do? Well, essentially, we're going to spawn it from FileManager, and it's going to take some arguments that tell it, hey, file operation, please copy this source to this destination. And that's the whole thing. So let's see if we can make a thing that does that. So we'll need an args parser, string formatting functions. Let's reload CMake project. Okay. And then let's see how we do this. So I think you will invoke this by providing what I just said. So an operation, a source, and a destination. Oops. And then we'll just put these in order. So like operation. And all of these will be required, let's say. So some operations that we could implement are like move, copy, I don't know, delete, whatever. But let's just start with implementing copy, because that's what we're gonna start with. You gotta start with something. So that is the args parsing right there. And then let's check if operation is copy, let's say. Then form copy, source destination. Otherwise, unknown operation. Okay. And then let's see how we approach this. So, So unlike the CP command, which is kind of simple. We want to provide a progress as we go, right? So that basically means that in order to know how much we've done so far, we're going to have to pre-compute how much we're going to perform. So we have to do, first we have to make sort of a walking pass across everything that we're going to do and build ourselves a like a work queue, right? So work item, let's say. We can, I was going to say task, maybe even task. Yeah, okay. Or no, let's call it a work item. I like that. So either we're going to make a directory or we're going to copy a file. Those are the two main things that happen while you are copying recursively, right? And let's put this outside here maybe. Copy work item. Let's just call it work item for now. Okay. Work item, items. Collect work items for source, destination, items. And if something goes wrong, then return 1 maybe, otherwise to do. Process the work items. Okay, so to collect all the work items, what do we need to do? Well, step 1 is to figure out, so we might have to recurse here, right? But step 1 is to figure out what is source. So let's ask it, or let's ask the kernel rather. Make a struct stat, and then we stat the source characters. And if that fails, I guess we can bail out. I think let's see, if there's something that we can't stat while enumerating the things that we're gonna, let's just bail out. Oh wait, I have to include as a stat. There might be some errors that are sort of ignorable in this type of thing, but I don't know yet, so we'll see. So, okay. And what don't you like? Oh. Right. So if s is dir, so if it's a directory, or actually let's do the file first. It's a file. Okay, so then all we have to do at that point is to just append a work item. Type. We didn't finish this thing. String source, string destination, and since we're statting it, let's remember the size of it. Okay, so work item type copy file. Source is going to be the source. Destination is going to be the what is the destination? I guess that would work, right? I think. We'll see. Size is going to be stst size. Okay, and that's all we got to do there. So file case is pretty easy. It's a directory. So at this point, it gets a little trickier because now, first thing is we have to create the same directory in the destination subtree. So first we make a work item for create directory. Can just have an empty source for that one, but I think here we'll need something like this, right? So destination and lexical path of source, base name maybe, and size, let's say 0, because I guess technically directories have size on disk, right? But I don't really want to. I don't want to think about that when I'm doing the progress math, because that would just be kind of messy. So let's just pretend that directories are 0 size and focus on the size only. So, or size of files, I should say. Okay, so now we are going to iterate. And for that, we're going to use dir iterator from libcore. So we'll make a dir iterator, call it dt. I guess we have to also say what we're going to iterate, yep. And then while dt has next. Then how to use this again? I think name is next path. Yeah, so this sort of gives us one file name at a time from this directory. And then we can, I guess we just call collect work items with each one, and it should just kind of work. Although I have to do this thing again here, so for the source and name, and destination, yeah, I have to do the same thing actually, so. Items. Okay, and then after we have created this list, let's actually dump out what we have. So outline so and so many work items. Okay, so if item type is work item type create directory, then mcdir else outline copy this to this, this many byte has, okay. Source item destination item size. Okay, we're almost ready to just check if this looks okay. I'm just going to add an alias for convenience. Something like fop, just so that we can in fact, not even an alias, but rather a let me make a helper, just called f. Yeah. File operation, copy. Let's copy, I don't know, user include to home and on. Foo. Didn't make it executable. Well. Okay. Well, I didn't do that quite right. What did we forget? Oh, I bet that we, I bet that we are iterating the directory and finding the dot and dot dot, because you have to tell the dir iterator skip parent and base dir. Yeah, otherwise you're gonna recurse up the tree as well, and you don't want that. Okay, yeah, that's more like it. So let's see. User include, and then it would copy it to homonaut foo, blah, 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 blah. So this looks really reasonable, actually, and the McDeers kind of makes sense as well. Yeah, okay, and then what if we did a copy of home and on 50 meg, home and on desktop? Then we would copy that file to desktop. Copy file. Well, we need the destination file here also, or the file name, so we have to tweak this here a little bit, I think. No big deal. So if we have a file, let's just include the destination file name. String formatted destination. Yeah, let's just verify that that's good. Copy 50 meg to home and on desktop. That looks sane. Okay, and then user include to dot. So maybe in this case we would want to create a directory called include here. I think, yeah, that's what we would want to do, right? So, that is what we would want to do. So when we collect the work items, if it's a directory, wait, are we not doing that though? Let's see, head. Yeah, we're making the include directory, but then, oh, right, and then we're not actually copying into it. Sure. Destination is dot. So we should do this, is that right? Does this make sense? Does this make sense? Okay, so we copy user include blah 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 to include libshell blah blah blah. Include libshell. Wait, this doesn't seem right. Yeah, now I'm doubling those. Dang it. My brain is chugging to a halt. Wait, so I'm iterating a directory here. Let me just print things out for myself so that it's a bit easier. Because apparently I have visualized this wrong in my brain, and now I need some help from the terminal. So let's see, outline. Destination is name is yeah. So we go into ACK, which is a directory, sure. And we are now in source ACK, or include ACK. Destination is include ACK, name all of. Okay. Yeah, that was easier than I thought. I just had to not append the name to the destination. All right. So yeah, this looks very sensible. Sometimes this happens to me where I'm sort of visualizing something in my head, and then I print something out, and then it doesn't match up, and then everything just grinds to a halt, and I have to reorient myself because my mental model was somehow out of sync with the code. It happens. You just have to reorient yourself. So I think we're good there. And then now that we have built this, we can actually also figure out total size to copy. Let's call it total bytes, maybe. Okay, and then total bytes to copy plus equals item size. Okay, and then now we are going to actually do the operations. So maybe let's keep an index here. So I less than work less than items size. Just getting a text here, but nothing important, just had to check. All right. So based on the item type, so if item is a directory create thingy, then we have to make this directory. Guess we just pass 755. And if that fails, then we're kind of screwed, actually, because if we can't make a directory, then we won't be able to do the like subsequent things where we copy things into that directory. Although, if the directory is already there, I guess that's not such a big deal. So let's say that if erno does not exist, because yeah, if it's exists, that doesn't matter at all. Something like that, right? Yeah. Okay. Continue. Otherwise, it is a copy file, so let's just verify that. Okay, and now we have to open the source file, so let's use a core file for that. Core file open source, core file read only, let's say. If it is an error, then failed to open for reading. Item source. Okay, and then we'll do the same thing for the destination, except for writing. So that would be write only. Also, I should open item source and item destination. Also, let's open it with truncate as well, so that we truncate the file if it already happens to exist. Okay, so we were able to open both files. Cool. Let's do this. Value, maybe like that. Okay, and while true, let's make a buffer. Let's read 64K because reasons. Wait, source file dot. What are all these things? Isn't there a read? Oh, there's a read. Okay, yeah, I was being very confused here. So read will return. Wait, what? Read buffer, read length. Oh, it uses a byte buffer thing internally. Well, let's just use that then. Source file read up to 64K. If buffer is null, then I guess we've eoffed, so break. It's fine. Otherwise, destination file write. Buffer, can we just do that? That's cool. And if that fails, then fail to write to destination file stir, or can we destination file error string? Yeah, there it is. Cool. Okay, and then let's report some progress maybe. So maybe here we'll say like copy to Also, we can stop logging all of these things. So we'll just scan across here to compute the total size, and then while we are performing or running the executing the work items, I guess, we also want to keep track of how many bytes we have copied so far, right? So well, we don't have to say anything about that. So copy this to this, item source, item destination, and then maybe while we're doing this, we can print out also like something like just a status update. So like, okay, like total bytes copied so far, total bytes to copy. Call it progress, let's say. Yeah, actually, and we need some kind of format that the file manager can read. So maybe like progress with copied so far, total to copy, and the current source item that we're working on. That seems kind of reasonable. Yeah, actually, and let's even print progress. Let's also do that after each file. Let's put that up here. Okay, so McDear, no such file or directory. Great. So I should have printed what I was trying to do. Let's say McDear. Oh, right. So yeah, so this is actually the type of operation that the file manager would give us. So we need to look at it this way. And maybe we should extend it later to support more human-like invocations. I don't know, but that seems kind of cool. Although we're forgetting to update the bytes copied, of course. So after we've been here, total bytes copied so far, which is a strange name. Let's rename that to just bytes copied so far. Okay. Yeah. So this seems pretty reasonable, I think. And then we can I was thinking, should we real path these things? That might actually be nice for the output, but let's not worry about that right now. Yeah, so this seems like a decent start to start sketching out the file manager part. So I mean, doing this with a GUI. So let's make a let's make a little progress window with GML, because GML is fun. So what do we need in here? We need a progress bar, obviously. The min and max. Actually, we'll set the min and max based on min can be 0, but the max is going to be based on the values coming in, right? So we don't know yet. Although we can do this just so that we can see what it looks like. Oh, that didn't even work. Okay. And what do we want this window to be like? What's a typical window like this? File, copy, progress, FileManager. Something like that. Oh my goodness. Well, that's not super beautiful, but I guess it does the job. Oh, interesting. So a progress bar for the file, and then a progress bar for the whole operation. Oh, I do like that, actually. That's really nifty. Because we have all that info, and since we do have info, I always feel like progress bars is one of those things where the more information I can have about the actual progress, the better I feel as a user. Because it is very frustrating to stare at progress bars that just don't move. So if we can give you a little bit more information, maybe that would be nice. So let's give both file-based and byte-based information. Yeah, so maybe we'll start with just putting a label up top. So like text, copying files. I don't know. This part I'm not super sure about. Also, can we set fonts here? We can. That's so cool. All right. Also, let's call this transferring files for now. Okay, and GUI. So okay, so let's start with just mimicking this basic layout that they have here. So like, which file are we doing, and then what's the overall progress? And maybe we'll start with a separator, horizontal separator. Something like this, and we'll put one of those. Let's see, fixed height, say 32. Fixed height, say 22 maybe. Yeah, that's kind of cool. And then text. What's this gonna say? Transferring. I mean, it's transferring. Also, what is this app even? I don't know what that is. Some FTP program or something? It looks like a remote transfer. So transfer is probably not the right name here, but copying files would be kind of cool. Copying. Okay, and font weight. Bold, text align, center left. Let's put this thing in a layout, I think. So we'll just put these boys together here. That's not exactly what I wanted, so we're gonna nest one step further, I think. do we need to... No. This is so messy. Thankfully, we have the Format GML option to make everything look nice. Fixed height, 32. GUI label. This is where we put the name of the current file. So current file. All right. And we'll put some placeholder. There we go. Wait, why is this thing like that? Auto size true? Oh, shoot. It's the text alignment. Sometimes I feel like it would be good to, in GML Playground, if we had an option that would turn on borders around every thing. It would be much easier to visualize sometimes. Should probably make something like that. But that's not why we're here now. So now I just want to change the alignment so that things look cool. So maybe something like this. It's pretty good. And let's just slap a margins on this thing. Like that. Let's format, and let's also save this so we don't lose it. That's cool. And then we'll also do the overall progress at the bottom. So copying, I call it like overall progress. That one, yeah, so these need to be a bit wider actually. I'm not sure that they have to line up super, they don't have to line up the same actually, that doesn't really matter. So let's not sweat that too much right now. We can definitely tweak and improve on this later. Overall progress label, current file label, let's say. Yeah, that's kind of awesome. And let's also have, I guess, a cancel button or something like that. So just text cancel or abort. Abort sounds so harsh in this case. Let's just cancel. And should we maybe give this a little breathing room here? Not that much though. Or maybe that's okay, because I don't know. I kind of want I want to press him over to the right, so I'm gonna go ahead and give some width. And add a spacer widget there. Okay, now we just have way too much space above, so I think we'll just set some fixed height on this thing. It's entirely too much. Shrink to fit. True. All right, starting to look okay-ish, I guess. Yeah, let's roll with this. Let's call it the file operation progress.gml. Cool. So let's extract this thing. Home and on file operation progress. Okay. Put this with FileManager. File operation progress, sure. That's cool. And then let's go look at FileManager main. So let's see. Just thinking, where do we do this? Is this a directory? Here, drop, handle drop. Okay, so when somebody accepts a drop, then we call eventually blah, 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 blah. We call core file copy file or directory. Yeah, so copy file orc directory. This is the thing that we are replacing here, so. We're not gonna update every code path in FileManager right now. We're just gonna do one, just prototype this, see how it goes. So here, let's say perform run file operation. Let's say copy. Also, why is this in destination source order? It's like Intel assembly. Looks weird. So let's go source destination. Okay. Then we will punk this out like that. Okay, and then let's do something up here. I don't know. No, we're just prototyping. File operation. So far we only have copy, so that's fine. Run file operation, destination. Okay, and then we will need the file operation progress gml.h, which doesn't exist yet, but that's not what we call it. Oh, wait, I have to add it to the CMake list. Compile GML, of course. File operation progress. Cool. Yes, and then now I need to restart my C line because things got weird. Also, wait, I'm still not doing this right. File operation progress gml.h. Oh, wait, I can't include it like that. I have to say, can jump from a comment right to the issue tracker. Really? Well, that's very interesting. Taking a screenshot of that, saving for later. So I think I have to do something like, no, okay. How the heck do I include the FileManager window? Oh, like that. Okay, that's weird. It's because the generated headers from GML end up in the build directory, so you have to refer to them this way, which is really awkward. Anyway, so So for now, let's just say maybe unused on that one. And now we want to spawn a program. I guess the easiest way is to just use open, actually, because then we don't have to write a bunch of code. So let's just do that. We'll call it the, I don't know, helper pipe. Open, string formatted, source destination. Yeah, we can do a lot better with this. We're just going to make something like this to start with, but we obviously should not be, we shouldn't, this is going to go through the shell, so this is not permanent. Don't use open like this, very string injection friendly. So, but I'm just going to make a note of it for now. Okay, and then we'll put the source and destination like that. Modes, I guess you have to say R because we're going to read from it. Okay. And then we'll verify that it opened, and then we'll create a new window, I guess. So create a window and set a main widget. We'll load it from GML, so we'll load, what did we call it? File operation progress GML. And then what? The window is going to disappear if we don't keep track of it, so let's just make like a hash table of these windows here. I don't know, we'll just put them here for now. File operation windows set window. Yeah, so we don't lose it. And then what do we want to do? We want to have a somebody notify us when the pipe is readable. We gotta read from it, update the progress bars. So actually, we're probably gonna want to put this in a separate class now that I think about it. It's getting a bit out of hand putting this in the directory view class. So let's make a file operation progress window, let's say, or let's make a widget for it, not a window, because the window is irrelevant. The important part is the widget that we put in the window. So what we'll do here is we'll instantiate a file operation progress widget, and he will load himself from GML. We will pass in the helper pipe to that object. Okay, so let's see how we do this. Oops. Cool. File op prog widg pragma uns. Cool. Progress widget. Which is a public GUI widget. far so good. Let's grab the GUI widget so we can inherit from that just fine. Give it a virtual destructor. Okay. And of course a constructor that takes the aforementioned pipe, the helper pipe. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We can actually make that private. So nobody needs to look at that. And then we need to have a core notifier, I think, to help us learn when something is coming in on the pipe. And we'll also grab the GML here. So let's see. So notifier is a helper, very helpful class that sits in the event loop and checks for events on a file descriptor and then gives you a callback so that you can react to these events. So let's see, notifier here. Notifier construct, we give it the file descriptor number from the helper pipe, and we say notify us when it's readable, or we are at end of file, of course. And then I totally forgot what the two progress bars were called. We didn't give them any names, maybe. Right, this is the overall progress. So name, overall progress bar, overall progress label, and we also had copying, current file label. So we call it current file progress, I guess. Current file label, current file progress. Overall progress label, overall progress bar. Current file label. I already forgot what they were called. Current file progress bar. Yeah, these are a little bit confusing, but whatever. So current file label is find descendant of type label current file label. Seems like we need to include progress bar.h. So it's coming right up here. There we go. And what are we going to do when we can read something from this thing right here? So I guess current, well, so what will we read from that thing? It will be whatever comes out of, well, first we have to read something, so let's start with that. I guess we can just make a buffer. Just make a buff says buffer. I don't know. Now we're mixing abstractions a little bit here. I don't love that, but let's just plow forward and we can improve on this later. Just want to make progress. So we will forget, maybe? Buffer, size of buffer from m helper pipe. So if that fails, I think it will fail when we reach the end. So maybe did finish, let's say. Let's have did finish and did progress, and then here we'll have all the different bytes. Bytes so far, total bytes, and file index, total files, file count. Bytes index, byte index. Byte index. Bytes done. Files done. Okay, that's kind of good. So let's have that. These will just be private things. Okay, did finish. And the most important thing when we finish is that we dislodge the notifier so that it stops updating, and then I guess technically we could just close the dialog at this point, but we don't have to. Button, let's name the button also. Oops. GUI button. Button name, button. Because my thinking was that, where are we here? We can just do this. Set text, okay. Because once we've finished, well, the button is not super useful anymore. At least it's not going to cancel anything. So we need to include libgui button. Put an on-click handler here where we just say like window. Can we ask the window to close? Close? Close. Yes, there we go. Okay, if m helper pipe, then p close m helper pipe, and also m helper pipe is null putter. Yeah, this should probably be in a single place. Shut down pipe, let's say. Shut down pipe. Also, I don't know why I called it shutdown pipe when close pipe seems like a much better name, so let's rename that. Actually, hold on. Hold on. Let's do that. Also, early return style is comfy, so there we go. All right. So, phew. let's give ourselves some interesting progress then. So what did I put in the progress thingy? Bytes copied, total bytes to copy. So let's also include the files index, file index, which means that I guess we have to go here. And I guess that we don't need to capture, or we don't need to include the item because it's captured, which simplifies things a tiny little bit. So we'll just do the I and items size. Yes. That's cool. Okay, and then where do we read from that thing? You read from it right here. So we did read something. String is, or let's see, auto parts is string view of buffer, split view, split around the spaces, let's say. This is very ad hoc, but we can improve on it later. Can use JSON or something, but now we're just going to do this the easy way. So if parts 0, if parts is empty, assert that it's not empty, or verify that it's not empty even. If parts 0 is progress, then something interesting has happened. So then we'll verify that we have all the parts that we need. So that would be where is print progress? 0. I mean, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts, indexing up to 5. So we need 6 at least. And then did progress. So bytes done. Wait, so shit, what was the order of things? It was the items. Oh, we can just move these, or no, let's not move them around. The work item index, the work item count, byte index, byte count. Right. So it's actually a little bit backwards, but whatever. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 2, uint, let's say. Let's just hope for the best. Okay. Getting real fancy here. Okay, and then here we can just log something. Did progress. Files. Bytes. That's good. So files done. Total file count. Bytes done. Total byte count. Okay. Ooh. Let's resize the window to 320 by 200 because that's a cool resolution. We'll center it within the parent window if there is one. So I guess we can take one as an argument because why not? Do we have a window here? Yes, we do. Cannot convert that to an int. Wait, what? Center with, oh shoot, I need to can't just say Windows star like that because I don't have a window class. What am I thinking? It's in the GUI namespace. Okay, FileMan CMake. Okay, then we have some unused variables, and also all of the instances of shutdown pipe did not change. So that's an oopsie. Reload CMake. You don't like this because I don't have GUI label included. It's forward declared, that's why. Okay, and then it's just whining that these are unused, which is fine because we only need them in the progress update thing anyway. So current file label. Oh, we also need to give ourselves the name here of the file. String view file name, let's say current file name. Current file name. And let's make sure that we pass that along. So parts 5 actually. Totally forgot about that. Set text. No, not alignment. Text. Current file name. Current file progress bar. Set min. 0, I guess. I mean, that's fine. So we need to set the max to total file count. Set value to files done. And then overall progress label. What did I even want to put there? Out of yeah, okay, so we can do that. So that's the total files done out of total file count. Also, wait, what am I doing here? This is the wrong thing. This should be byte. I'm mixing everything up. Okay. Too many arguments. Okay, so if I drag and droop, oh. Okay, well, we need to do something about the background color. Also, nothing is happening. It appears that the file operation program was correctly invoked, but okay. Something here didn't go as expected, so let's see. First up, let's fix the thing here. Fill with background color true. That will make a world of a difference. And then we forgot to say copy. That's what happened. Okay, so copy. Okay. I'm not seeing any progress updates. Also, the thing didn't run for very long again, so let's see if we can invoke this ourselves then. File operation copy home anon 50 MB home anon desktop. Oh wait, yeah, so this is the problem. Because it's giving the exact output path, specifying the name of it, instead of just giving us the directory. So I guess we should, what do we do then? I mean, I guess for now we can just tweak what how we launch it. So destination, we'll just pass in the dir name here. So lexical path, destination dir name. Yeah, I think that's probably fine. Okay. Well, we're finally burning some CPU, and all the progress comes at the end. That's so weird. Okay. But we got the progress. So let's grab something like user include. Oh, dude, that's so sweet. And then, of course, it gets to there. But we could totally like artificially push it to the edge at the end. So let's see. Or push it to like 100% progress at the end when we do the did finish. So did finish. Or alternatively, wait, what do I think about that? I guess, no, it's better if did finish just cleans everything up. Or, I guess it's, the best thing is if the file operation helper program is the authority on how much we finished. So these progress statements, we should really do like a finished one at the end. So we can say finish. Yeah, that's probably the best. Okay. So let's see if parts 0 equal finish. I can also make that a string view because why not? Did finish. That's awesome. So this would be more of an error situation at this point. So did error, I guess. We can have something like that. I don't know exactly. We're not going to deal with errors today. We're just doing the happy case. But at some point we should also deal with errors and also interruptions like, oh, you cannot write to this file. Do you want to ignore? Retry, abort, fail, whatever. Did error, fix me, handle errors. Okay. Communicate with the user about errors. Yeah, basically. So let's just do that for now. This is depressing. Okay, let's do something a little bit less terrible. So let's at least throw up an error message box. GUI message box show. And we will show it above our window. We'll say an error occurred. That's not helpful. Error message box type error, message box, input type. Okay. The most depressing input type. Okay. And then after you close that, we will close the window and move on with our lives. Yeah. Okay, communicate more with the user about errors. Yeah, we need to do that, but okay. Okay, so when we get to did finish, then we can do, where's the progress, overall progress bar. Shouldn't we just close the window? It's tempting to just close the window, right? Because, like, what do you care at this point? Let's just close it. It'll look cooler if it just goes away when it's done. Okay, so let me go to user. Let's grab include, put it on the desktop. That's so cool. And oh my goodness. Then we had so many errors that life became too much, that the stack overflowed. That's great. How did we manage to do that? Did error. I guess we are in the notifier callback when that happens. This type of stuff is tricky because the message box will run in a nested event loop, and then what is the state of life at that point? It can be tricky. But we shouldn't get an error in the first place though, so why are we getting an error? Did error. Wait, oh shoot, I know why. Well, we need to close the pipe regardless at this point. Let's always close the pipe here. It does look really sweet though, I have to say. Like I like the way this looks. Very rad. And then all the errors. Assertion failed stream. So what are you calling? Stadio 635. We're calling forgets on a closed stream. Why are we doing that? Because the notifier still fires. Why is it doing that? I don't know. Close pipe. I mean, I guess when we close the pipe, we should also notifier on ready to read. We can just clear that out. Notifiers are a little bit iffy because they are reference counted, which maybe they shouldn't be. It is frustrating because it's kind of, you can accidentally extend the lifetime of a notifier, and then just because you clear your pointer to the notifier, then you accidentally are holding on to it somewhere else. Is that what I'm doing here? I'm capturing by reference, which seems harmless, but I should probably be capturing just this. Actually, but okay. Also, let's check in again on our 50 meg file use case, because that one is a bit iffy. So I guess this one is really IO heavy, and it's probably screwing up the scheduler. There we get one error occurred. and then it closes. All right. So we shouldn't get the error. But do we get one error for every file when this happens, or what? Just one error occurred? Okay. Outline finish. Let's log here what we're getting. Parts 0 is let's grab something else. User tests. Goof. Oh, it's finished and then a new line. Oh, that's so stupid. Okay. I see. Okay. Well, dang it. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Oh, that's so dumb. Okay. Did progress. Yeah, so this is there's a fair amount of ad hoc stuff here. Obviously, we can improve a lot with this stuff, but I think we have a pretty decent start of a feature, which is what I wanted to do. Why did we crash? Closed pipe crashes? Why? Assertion failed. Close PPay. Oh, because of the notifier. Sure. Condition is always true. Wait, what? Why do you think that, C-line? I don't think you're right about that. mHelper pipe is not always null, because I assigned to it in the constructor. See? Is that... Who's saying this? Simplify if statement. By removing it? No, thank you. Yeah. Okay, well, that's probably an issue in the C-line static analyzer, but that's not what we're working on today, so let's just see if everything can finally run correctly. Bloop. Copy all the tests to the desktop. That is honestly so cool that I just love it. Love it. Should make one for delete as well, I guess, but today we're just going to do the copy one. As for the 50 megabyte case, can we drag and drop from the terminal? Of course we can, and of course that works. And of course we get that silly bug, but how cool is it that you can drag and drop from the terminal? I wonder if we can, what if we just yield after each write? If we do like a sched yield, this is a total hack. I mean, we shouldn't need to do this, but let's try to do it and see what happens. So I think probably the kernel is just not scheduling other people. So if we yield, yeah, you can see if we yield, then FileManager gets to run and we get progress. So that's really sweet. I'm kind of thinking like about when we get to 100%, if we should just render the UI in a 100% state for a second and then close the window, but I don't know if that's really necessary. But maybe that sort of thing is useful, but I think we'll probably skip that for now. So this is super fun. Klook. And then I'm gonna open this and then drag JS tests into web tests, and it just works. Copy the loops to the desktop. Boop. Very awesome. Okay, so let's see. Let's set a title on that window because it bothers me that it says GUI window on it. But I think then we don't have to mess around much more after that. So window set title. Let's copy or what do we call this? Copying files, let's say. Yeah. Okay, so this is good. So let's add that service program to Git. Yup. Services. Add. Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot about license headers. Wow, is it mid-2020 again? Of course, we gotta have our license headers. I wrote it this year. My name has not changed. 2021. Cool. I should probably set up a template for this in the IDE. I just didn't do that yet. Also, why don't you want that include? Unusing. It's not. C-Line, you are confused about my programs today. I'm a little bit suspicious of you at this moment, but that's okay. Yeah. Services, or file operation. New helper program for out of process file ops. This is primarily this is a helper program for FileManager that performs a copy file operation in a separate process and reports progress on standard owl. Obviously, we didn't do anything about errors today. We're only doing the happy case, like I said, but that's fine. We have to flesh it out, start somewhere, and so on. This initial implementation only supports the copy operation and does not do any detailed error handling. Yes, okay. And then we'll add these thingamajigs. Oh, and then we if zeroed out some stuff here, so let's see. Can just get rid of that. Had accepted drop. I mean, the drop was accepted at that point because we started the operation, so. Okay. We probably need to, we need to improve this in various ways, but this was merely meant to be a first cut as a proof of concept to get started, so this is really sweet. It's really, really sweet. Okay. FileManager. oopsie doopsie. We need to run the thing. Client format, FileManager. Use file operation to perform drag DND copy or drag and drop copy out of process. And display the progress of the copy operation in a nice progress window. A progress window in a separate window. Yeah. Note that this patch only updates the drag and drop code path to use new mechanism. We still have to go through FileManager and make use of this everywhere. We also need to support additional operations like move, delete, etc. Still, this is quite cool. Put one of those again. All right, so I think this is going to be it for today's video. If you made it this far, then I thank you for watching and for hanging out. I hope that you saw something interesting here. I think we made some nice progress. I'm going to expand on that hack comment I just realized, because I just wrote hack. Hack shouldn't be necessary, but the kernel fix me, let's say. Fix me. Remove this once the kernel is smart enough. Schedule other threads while we're doing heavy I/O. Yeah. Right now, copying a large file will totally starve the rest of the system. Yeah, I think that's a better thingy. I'm gonna do that as a fix up into this one. Klook. All right. Very awesome. So yeah, that's it for today. Hope you saw something cool. Last thing I want to say is that we now have a Discord for the project. I know a lot of people have been asking about that. So if you are interested in visiting the Serenity OS Discord, there will be a link in the video description to it. And that's it. So thanks for hanging out. I'll see you next time. Bye.